we've got Anthony Joshua urging UFC's Alex Pereira to switch to boxing. Now, this is an interesting one because Alex Pereira obviously has, in many ways, he's just speed ran the UFC. We've seen him, coming from kickboxing with a well-established kickboxing resume. A huge amount of wins, loads of knockouts, multiple world championships in kickboxing. He comes into the UFC, he manages to win the UFC middleweight title, and then unfortunately loses it to Israel Adesanya in a rematch, but then moves up to light heavyweight, wins the title there, and is the first person to ever win the UFC middleweight and UFC light heavyweight title. Now, Anthony Joshua was urging Pereira to go to boxing. Now, I think we all know why he's doing that. He's saying that because it would be quite a big payday for them. It'd be one of the biggest paydays they could get for the easiest fight. Because we've seen what happens when you've got a strike-heavy MMA fighter go into boxing. We saw it with Francis. Francis got his ass cooked. By Anthony Joshua, to be fair. Not by Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou had a good performance against Tyson Fury. And that'll be something I'm going to address in another video. If Francis Ngannou actually won that fight or not. But Francis Ngannou got his ass cooked by Anthony Joshua. And if Joshua was to face Alex Pereira, I'd imagine a similar thing would happen. Just because it's a whole different ball game. Alex Pereira is a tremendous striker, a tremendous boxer also. I mean, boxing for MMA, I'm talking about. We've never seen him in a pro boxing setting. It's a different kettle of fish though. But talking about the skill gap, there would be a skill gap, but there'd also be a huge size gap. We're talking about a guy who's fought at 185 facing Anthony Joshua, who must be north of 240. He must be around 230, 240, 250 when he's boxing. So he's talking about that huge wage disparity. I mean, we could see Alex Pereira potentially coming at boxing at cruiserweight, but the reality is Alex Pereira is no spring chicken. He's getting on. He must be. There's one that says how old he is. He's 37. He can't make a career in it. Exactly that. Exactly what I'm about to say. Pereira's 37. So if he's going to get into boxing, he's going to need big money fights. Unfortunately, they don't exist at light heavyweight, at cruiserweight, sorry, in boxing. So he'd have to fight at heavyweight. And at heavyweight, he's fighting huge guys. Now, Pereira's no small guy himself, but there's levels to this. Let's not forget that there is levels to this. And like we said, Francis had a good account for himself against Tyson Fury, but got his ass cooked by Anthony Joshua. And to be honest, I could see a similar thing happening to Alex Pereira. Just gets absolutely cooked by Anthony Joshua. But I would be very curious to know what you guys think of this, and if you think Alex Pereira could get into boxing, and if he would be successful if he was to get into boxing. Do you think if he was to come in at heavyweight, go straight for those big money fights, would he face Joshua? Could he beat Joshua? Could he have some joy? Could he survive? Could he go the distance? Or would he get his ass knocked out? I'd be super interested to know. Let me know what you guys think.